It's not Ganondorf. It's not Ganondorf. Mark my words now. I'm the only one on the internet that's saying this, but it is not Ganondorf. I said it when I did my deep trailer analysis. I said everybody's going to say this is Ganondorf because he's got red hair. But it's not Ganondorf. So if some of you have commented that you still think it's Ganondorf underneath me, that you guys are fine because you're thinking maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But I'm saying like everybody's thinking it's Ganondorf. But why? Why would you think that it's Ganondorf? We just killed Ganon. And you think, oh, but we didn't kill his Gerudo form. That's what this is going to be about. But his Gerudo form was sticking out of it. It was sticking out of the nasty monster Malice thing that you fight first before you fight the Ganon pig monster. You do that first, and he's got a Ganondorf head sticking out. That means that you killed Ganondorf. Zelda says this whole thing. He's so enraged. He gave up on reincarnation and then took on pure malice. Not to mention, everybody's saying that it's malice underneath it. I said that's not malice. They have shown all sorts of neat, cool, nifty, magical auras in Zelda, and malice has a particular look to it. It's usually kind of chunky and glowy and red, and this looks smoky to me. It looks more like they do poisons and stuff than it does malice. It doesn't look like malice, and malice even has crystals, and it's a thing in the Zelda universe. They have it thought out. It's not going to be something they just don't do right all of a sudden for a trailer. So I don't think it's malice. I don't think it's Ganon, because I think you killed him. They talked about going in a different direction, not the same direction, in a different direction. They want to give people something new in Zelda, which I'm going to have a video about how there's nothing new in Breath of the Wild. Bear with me. Don't stone me yet. It's an amazing game, and there's a reason why it's amazing. Hold on to that thought. That video will come. But I'm saying that it's not Ganondorf, because if it was Ganondorf, then it wouldn't be any fun. And Zelda games aren't like that. So here's what I mean. Nintendo picks the mechanic first. It's like with any good art, when you write the story, or if you're making a poem, you decide what kind of poem it's going to be. Is it going to be lyrical? Is it going to be an iambic pentameter? You give yourself some constraints, and then you build a story or a verse or whatever out of those constraints. Now, the way Nintendo writes game stories is they give themselves the constraint of a mechanic first. Mechanics are always first. Mechanic first, mechanic first, mechanic first. And my theory is that they've added some sort of new mechanic. Now, you have to have something more to explore. You have to. And if they're going to reuse the same assets, they got to change up some stuff. And what better way to do that than if Yuga, right? It looks like Yuga. Long, flowy red hair, the flowing clothes and ripping off of them. The Gerudo-esque look to it all, but not necessarily Gerudo. I know you say that's a Gerudo symbol down there, but they tweak stuff all the time. I wouldn't be surprised if they said that was some offshoot Gerudo tribe symbol that's on both things or whatever, because the reality is Yuga is not Gerudo, but he looks it. And yes, Yuga is a he. I've read it. It's confirmed on Zeldapedia or whatever. It's supposed to be ambiguous though. But if Yuga's back, then here's an idea. Maybe he turns Link and Zelda into a cave painting, and then they have to get out. And it's like a little 2D Zelda dungeon right at the beginning. And then when they get out, maybe Zelda's captured in a painting or something. That sounds a little too much like Luigi's Mansion, or Mario 64, but I wouldn't put it past him. Something like this. I'm not going to say it's exactly like this. And then, so the first part of the game, you now have the ability to it's like Link Between Worlds, because that's the enemy there, right? Yuga. If it's Yuga, and you could jump in and out of paintings. Think about how huge Breath of the Wild would be if you could teleport anywhere, jump in and out of paintings, and go through worlds through paintings and stuff, and explore whole nother worlds as you're trying to and then imagine if you start exploring temples and things. There's so many cool things you could do with that. While if it's Ganon, it not only begs a question Zelda, with the power of the goddess, said he's given up on reincarnation, and this is his final form. End it, and shoot the light arrow at his pure malice eyeball thingy, and he dies. And you did it. You killed Ganondorf. I think they may have killed Ganondorf for good, and Ganon. So I think the point of this one is that he wasn't supposed to come back anymore. And we've already, we fought him again and again, because we fought him, then the DLC came out, and then we fought him again, and then the DLC came out again, and then we fought him again, and then you know what, because of our own free time, we're walking around the world, and we fight him again. What fun would that be if we get in a game, and we fight the same monster again? He's just different this time, and now the castle's floating. Nobody cares. That's not a Nintendo move. Nintendo doesn't do crap like that. They're not like other game companies where they're like, oh, we've got a good idea. Let's tweak it a little bit, add more guns and more weapons, and then do the same game again. Yeah. Assassin's Creed 45,000. No, they always change some major mechanic thing. So we have two main hints to that. One, I think that might be Yuga. I could be wrong, but if I'm not wrong, I'm the only right one on the internet, because I'm not seeing anyone who's saying what I'm saying. If you found someone who's saying what I'm saying, tell me about them. I'll look at them. It'll be awesome. Here's the deal too. Not only do I think that the paintings thing would really add a really cool thing, and that it's Yuga, and that there's some really cool mechanic going on. Some of you have mentioned the last one. I didn't mention much about the hand, other than it looked like I was holding it back. I would imagine the hand would be more like a Fi-like character than a mechanic. Some people are thinking the hand is the mechanic. Maybe the hand's the mechanic. Maybe you have some disembodied hand you can do something with. I wouldn't put it past Nintendo to have a couple of mechanics like that. But they're always big about one mechanic solving multiple issues. That's why Mark Brown, every video he ever does about Nintendo, it's always about praising them for having one mechanic that solves multiple problems. And if they're thinking, how can we reuse the same play space and make it new again? Making Link two-dimensional and jumping into paintings is fun, and it solves multiple problems. The whole world now becomes even bigger and cooler, and they don't have to write any new assets except for some worlds and paintings and temples and stuff. Think about that. Just think about it. That would be cool, right? And I'm not saying it has to be this game, or that they may have gone in another complete different direction. What I'm saying is something like this. It's some sort of crazy, cool, different, fun mechanic. It's not going to just be like, fight Ganon again. Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? You did it all. You've already been there. You've already freed the champion souls. You've already been everywhere. You've already walked through everything. You can't just add temples places. We've all crawled there 100,000 times. Gosh, if you subscribe to any of the subreddits about Zelda, you've seen it all 100,000 times too, because every single time somebody finds it, they post about it, and you watch it, and you upvote it because it's awesome. And we've seen that world. So if they're going to reuse the same world, they have to do something different with it. There could be a dark world mechanic, right? One of the commenters on my other video said maybe there'd be a dark world. That's a whole idea, right? If you could not only go two-dimensional, but jump into a dark world like Link Between Worlds. Oh man, that would really change the play space, right? You could jump into another dimension. You could jump in and out of low roll or the dark world, or all sorts of cool things like that. That would really expand the play space of the game. But I don't think they would do that with Ganondorf. It's not Ganondorf. Vadi, maybe? Heck, that could be Majora for all we know. But it's not Ganondorf. Mark my words. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I'll play the game anyway, and it's going to be awesome. But I don't think I'm wrong. So thank you so much for watching. Tell me in the comments what you think. If you think I'm wrong, tell me about it. Like if this video was fun to watch. Don't have to agree to like it, but if you dislike it, that's fine too. And we got all sorts of gaming videos coming out. We also got 2 other channels where we do tech reviews and then video editing tutorials and things like that. So we have a lot of content for you to swallow, but this is the gaming channel. So if you want more gaming stuff, sub here. Thanks for watching. See you next time.